guys, welcome back to my channel Rewind That. It's your girl Miss K. So today I'm going to be going over the latest episode of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, so I believe that's season 12 episode 9. So we're going to just go right into it. It's going to kind of be more of a recap than a review because I'm not going to be going over every scene and everything. So I just want to make this kind of quick, okay? So first we got Porsha, and she's talking with her sister. They meet up somewhere, I guess at some type of makeup bar or something like that. I'm not sure, right? But they're talking, and Porsha's sister, Lauren, she gives her some very good advice because Porsha tells her, you know, they had a very good therapy session finally, and to the point where Dennis wants to give her a new ring and everything, and Lauren is like, hold on now, let's take our time. You know what I'm saying? We already agreed that we moved fast the first time. Thank God we have little PJ and everything. But this time around, if you guys are going to be working on the family, let's take all the steps. Let's do 1, 2, 3, you know, all the way up to 10. Not step 1, 2, and then 10, you know. So she was making a lot of sense. And even Porsha agreed that her sister was making a lot of sense, okay? Because plus Porsha said, you know, I need to learn to trust him again anyway, right? So anyway, then Porsha says, you know, plus I do need to address some things. So she tells Lauren about a situation that Kandi came back and told her. Kandi told Porsha that Eva was basically going in on her, saying, you know, all this stuff about, you know, worry about her own business, and I could forward her some blogs so she could mind that business and stay out of mine, and all this kind of stuff she was saying. And Porsha was just saying that she was very hurt about it because, you know, she felt like they were friends, you know. So that was kind of, I understood where Porsha was coming from with that. But I don't think anyone should really consider Eva their friend because Eva is very full of shade all the time. And whenever she's confronted with something, she just never remembers when she said something. Either she's just a straight liar or she just never remembers. I'm gonna go with a liar. Anyway, so next, the ladies, they arrived in Toronto. I told y'all I'm skipping through a lot. So the ladies, they arrive in Toronto and they get their rooms. And so Cynthia, Kenya, and Kandi, they're all talking together. And Cynthia pulls up this blog that has the whole word for word letter that Nene sent her to her little opening, right? And I don't mean to say little, but to her opening, to Cynthia's opening. And it's word for word on the blogs. And so of course Kenya's saying, oh, you know why she did that. Who else would send that? You know, of course Nene sent it to the blogs. Who else would do that? She just wants the world to see, because the world was mad at her for how she dogged you out. So she just wants the world to see that she's not this horrible person and she did a good thing. All right. So I'm just like, I don't really know what to think about all that stuff because, you know, a lot of times, you know, there's people behind the scenes that are being messy, stirring up trouble between these people, and sometimes these people are doing it themselves. Like Nene, it is possible that Nene did that, but I don't know. Like, I don't see Nene doing that, but who knows? We don't really know these people, so whatever. But my thing is too, is why would Nene do that when it's also going to be on the show also? Like the letter, Nene sent it to Cynthia while they were filming. So I don't know, whatever. That's just, we'll see what happens, because I feel like there is somebody that is that knows them, that's stirring up some extra conflict. So, but we'll see. Anyway, but I kind of feel like also that Kenya is never in a place to talk about anybody being a horrible person or anything like that, because she needs to focus on how to be a good friend, her daggone self, okay? All right, so then we got Kenya, and she brings up, you know, the date night. So Cynthia pointed out how she noticed Mark contradicting himself. Like he was telling Kenya, like, I'm talking, so let's respect each other and don't talk when I'm talking. Please let me finish what I gotta say. But then when she was talking, he was cutting her off, right? And then going to try to justify the reason why he was cutting her off. So anyway, both Cynthia and Kandi were saying, yeah, I did notice that. But, you know, Kenya was basically saying that she doesn't know anymore because so many things are changing and they're changing so fast. And so Cynthia says, so let me ask you a personal question. Like, are you happy? Does this man bring you peace? And Kenya said, you know, I feel like he's getting further and further away. you know, and at this point, we're just at a really low place. So she didn't say yes or no. She just said he's further and further away from her. All right. So next, we got the ladies and they're having their little dance lesson. And then afterwards, Cynthia and Eva, they stay behind. And, you know, Eva tried to bring up the whole Snake Gate situation. Did anything else come up about the recording? And Cynthia says no, but at my proposal, Kenya said to me, I think Mark is going to propose tonight. And she said that Mike was actually pretty upset behind that. So Eva goes, do you think she knew? Did she know about it? And Cynthia says, no, I don't think so. Kenya is not a malicious person when it comes to me. And when she said that, I was like, I mean, come on now, Cynthia, you gotta stop being so gullible, honey. Okay, so basically, Cynthia is admitting to the fact that Kenya can be malicious. And my thing is, if somebody shows you how they are, how they could be in general, you need to be careful of that. You can't think that because they're your friend and you've seen them be conniving and shady or malicious or, you know, just a backstabber or something like that. Certain things that have a lot to do with the character of a person. If you see that that's what's in them and that's the type of person that they are, don't you ever think for 1 second that because you're their friend that you are exempt from that. This is that person's makeup, okay? This is who they are. So best believe that any chance they get, anytime y'all probably go at it or have a disagreement or anything like that, best believe they will do the same thing to you because it's in their nature. That is their character, okay? So my thing is, me personally, if someone shows me something like that in their character, I pull out the big old scissors and it's it. That's it. You cut off. Because if you show me how you are with other friends in your life or with other people in your life and that's how you are, then I can't, me and you, it's just not gonna work. Because I'm seeing certain things about you that I cannot trust, okay? There you go. So Cynthia, she needs to stop being a little gullible and thinking that she's exempt, you know, from Kenya's maliciousness or whatever. Anyway, so then Eva says, yeah, you guys are gonna have to have a talk about it. So next we got Nene. She finally arrives and she lets it be known that she wants to break the ice with somebody. You know, she didn't say no names, so I think she's just saying, I just want to break the ice with some daggone body, you know, because she pretty much has issues with almost everybody in the group, except for, I think, Kandi and Marlo. So then the ladies are having drinks on a rooftop and Porsha says she would like to delicately address a situation. Okay, so she addresses Eva about what Kandi told her. And of course, Eva denies like she always does. You know, she didn't say anything about forwarding any blog. And I was cracking up when the producers did their whole messy thing that they always do, which is they ran back the clip of Eva saying that she could forward Porsha some of these blogs, okay? She just be caught all up in the lies. She always running her mouth, but then when somebody approaches her about it or confronts her, Eva lies, all right? Okay, so my thing is, Kandi, I love you, girl, but you got to stop being the bone collector or whatever Sheree calls herself. It seems like you took Sheree's place and now you're collecting all the bones and you're bringing them to everybody. I understand you're cool with everybody in the group, but that does not mean that when there's conversations going on about, you know, your mutual friends or associates or whatever in the group, that you got to bring back everything that's said, okay? And especially because these women will be quick to make you out to be a liar, okay? So it's not even worth it, girl. So you're going to have to try to find some kind of happy medium or some kind of balance in how to be a friend in this kind of messy group that you're in, because you going back with and carrying the bones, that's just as messy, and you might as well be the Snake Gate, okay? Because you are, at this point, you are the official human recorder, because you done had a conversation with Nene, you brought that back to Cynthia. You had a conversation with Eva about what Porsha said. And then you brought that conversation back to Porsha. Come on, girl. Like, I know you don't mean to be messy, but it is coming off messy. Anyway, so then Eva, she apologizes, and then Porsha says, okay, let me try to digest this. And then Eva says, okay, who's next? So then Cynthia brings up her thing. She addresses, what's the chick's name? Kenya. And she says, you know, Mike was really upset about it. And if you knew something, why would you do that? And so Kenya tried to say, oh, you know how we have our conversations about me having premonitions about things, this and that. Kandi was like, what? But it wasn't no premonition. Like, these people just be lying right in front of people that was there that witnessed the whole thing. Like, you know, lying in front of somebody that already knows the truth. So anyway, Kenya says, go ahead, Kandi, tell her. It's okay, you could tell her. So Kandi told everybody about the text that she sent Kenya. And Kenya trying to spin the whole thing, talking about, don't sit here and make it seem like I would ever try to sabotage my friend or ruin her surprise or do anything to make her unhappy, because I would die if that's how she felt. If I found out she felt like that, I would die. I ride hard for this girl, all of this stuff. But, and then here go, you know, you could see in Cynthia's face that she was just eating it all up, being her gullible self. But I'm saying, just be careful, Cynthia. That's all I got to say about that. But Porsha, she gasped, okay, when she heard that Kenya did that. And then on Porsha's confessional, she was saying, wait a minute now, if my friend would have did that, which is very weird, I'm sorry, I would have to question our friendship. And that is so very true, okay? So Nene comes in and she breaks up that whole thing that was going on, and that was pretty much that, guys. So we're gonna see what happens next week. Let me know what you guys thought about this video. Let me know about just the lies and the shade, and what you guys think about Kenya's weak excuse. And I will see you guys next week. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload videos like this one. Take care. Bye-bye.